Filmed outside of movies.
Oh my god, it's outside. We just saw some movie.
What did you see?
We saw moving pictures.
We saw a moving picture. My eyes are tired after seeing this moving picture. Brought to you by the great world of Quebec and China money.
Canada
There were actual
and China.
locations?
No, just governments that were buying it.
So, Eric, why don't you break it down? What did we tell us the story of Transformers: The Last Night?
The story of Transformers: The Last Night has the most aspect ratios in any film I've ever seen. So,
Riveting.
Mark Wahlberg finds a 14-year-old and
Magic's.
well, it's like an amulet
Magic
that turns
rock.
into a sword that he has for a second.
That
Fulfilling his
I
destiny.
think it's Excalibur. Is it supposed
Well,
to be
that's
Excalibur?
it's his historical. It's the historical context, right?
But
It's
he
his
found it on a
destiny.
spaceship.
It's his Excalibur that he got from
A crashed spaceship. Did
Yeah.
the spaceship crash in the
It's
last
Gowan the
movie?
Green Knight.
yeah
Gowan the Green Knight is an alien robot.
yeah
It's in one scene for 5 seconds.
yeah it's there for a little bit
And then Hopkins has a non-transforming steampunk transformer.
who's also been around for like 700 years.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, it's like a
And
humanoid
he's also
transformer.
got, some anger issues.
This is Merlin's granddaughter.
Great infinite great granddaughter.
What's her name?
I don't know.
What was any other names?
Cade.
Cade.
Yeah.
Cade.
Did anyone think that she ended up like looking more like Megan Fox as the movie went on?
Yes.
Do you think they were upping the bronzer as they went along?
Yeah, just slowly but surely. Bumblebee talked.
He did. He
And
changed
then-
the course of events by talking.
Yep.
No, it was shooting that changed the course of events.
Oh,
Hopkins
Was Optimus Prime a red herring?
he wasn't in the movie until
Yeah.
Like the
2
la-
hours in.
Yeah, somebody was loudly complaining behind me to the right about how he wasn't in the movie very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People love Optimus Prime.
They were like, finally! Like shouting, like, finally, did it!
One thing I can say is that
The crowd loved it.
there was a buttload of people in that movie.
Yeah. For a Wednesday night screening, and they clapped at things, and they cheered at things.
There was a kid with lights playing.
Yeah.
There was
Like
a
a toy box.
kid playing with a light-up fidget spinner for a good part of the movie.
The
He's
movie-
like kind of holding it up.
Yeah, almost like taunting everybody.
Multicolored fidget spinner.
You know, you could actually bring your toys to this movie and play along with what's going
Yeah.
on.
Any other movie I would have been mad at him, but with this one I was like, yeah, that makes
I don't
sense.
think you could keep up with the movie with your toys.
Yeah.
Bring sturdy toys.
It literally made no sense.
It's funny because
Every-
it has like the logic of like a 6-year-old or something like that.
But the
Like,
first movie had a plot.
things just kind of happen, and like you'll have
Yeah, I don't know what's happening in this movie.
You'll have characters that'll disappear for a while, and they'll just show up again.
John Turturro's in it.
For some
helping
reason.
out from a phone call in Puerto Rico. He tells
Cuba.
them where a book is, and from Cuba.
Yeah, I think it was Cuba.
He tells them where a
Castro.
book is in London
Yeah.
to the London guy, Hopkins. And in that book is some. Oh, it's like.
It's
a
the key
Transformer
to the
book.
staff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And MacGuffin that they're chasing the entire movie without knowing what exactly
Yeah.
MacGuffin is.
There's
The
like,
first MacGuffin is
there's
the
like,
medallion
yeah, I was about to say,
space.
there's like
Yeah.
6 MacGuffins in this movie.
It's also a transformer. a
MacGuffin.
spider,
The movie.
and then it becomes a sword.
Yeah. Chad, switch with me.
6 Wait, hold on. 6 MacGuffins collide. One survives.
I think Optimus Prime might be a
collide.
MacGuffin.
It's a gigantic MacGuffin. It didn't make any sense.
There was a World War I robot.
Who was didn't matter.
He was there for a joke.
Cameos.
Most of them were there for a joke.
Apparently, Bumblebee was a World War II robot.
Yeah, sure.
He was a veteran. He led a whole squad.
Yeah, he had something
Yeah,
to do with
he
like
was.
he had something to do with Hitler too, right?
Yeah.
That was like watch the that killed him.
Yeah.
And Anthony
Anthony
Hopkins was a lunatic in this.
Oh my
and,
god, he was incredible. How he just yelled and screamed at people.
Nobody was directed in the movie. Everybody just said things
I don't think anybody was.
randomly. No, because there was like 6 different movies going on in the one movie where people were just acting completely different from like shot to shot and scene to scene.
Like I said, it has the logic of like a 6-year-old, and I feel that way because it's just like it jumps.
That's giving it a lot of credit. I don't think it had.
Oh, you think so?
I don't think it had any logic at all. I kept turning to Eric, just going like, "What's happening?"
Well, we didn't know why the dragons were bad for a second, but then it wasn't the
I
dragon.
figured that out. It said they weren't bad. It's just they didn't tell us that they were like evil Transformer
Go-kart ships,
thing
TIE
flying
fighters.
through the air. Yeah.
I vaguely
Oh,
remember
yeah, I
Optimus
forgot
Prime.
about
Well, I would say more like pod
in the other
racers.
movies, and so this is the other knights of his order that
Is that what that
may have
is?
survived. I thought they were all dead in the last movie, but
Well, they just changed
I guess
it. From movie.
apparently
They don't
not.
clear from movie to movie. Stonehenge.
yeah, he was in space flying around at the beginning of this one.
Yeah, I forgot why.
He looked like he was floating dead in space. He's like sprawled out.
Yeah, but then he makes it to Cybertron. He was
Right.
going fast enough to.
Yeah, a million light years away. He
Yeah.
drifted that far.
Um.
And there's
Stonehenge is the secret of everything,
Yeah.
and science failed us.
yeah.
Well, it always does in every like Michael Bay movie or whatever. It's
But
just like,
and at the same time,
science is garbage.
they dropped that Arthur C. Clarke comment about magic is indistinguishable from science or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, they went to quotes.com.
Tony Hale.
They went to
What's
quotes.com.
his
Yeah.
name, right? Tony Hale from Arrested Development.
Yes.
Yeah, he's in it. And he plays.
And he talks normal.
And he plays. Yeah, he's like math science man, and he's not. He's a dumbass, I guess, according to the movie. So fuck
Well, they're
it.
all dumb.
Well, but he's like.
They're all dumb. All these
But he's like
characters are dumb.
talking. He's like talking somewhat intelligibly, but he's the.
Yeah, I don't know either, man. They're all kind of dumb though.
Wow, train.
There's a train.
There's a
I
train.
feel like this expression.
Are you sure they're not just playing the soundtrack to Transformers?
There might be a transformer on the way to Pakistan. It's true. How about Mark Wahlberg's hair?
Yeah, she served no purpose.
I don't know why she was there.
I thought they were the same character.
They, for a
20
second,
minutes.
they were. She's 14, and they keep trying to sexualize her, which is really weird. And
Well, the first one did that
they did, period.
She was older.
That's
than
it.
that.
too. Okay.
Psychos for no reason.
And he has a split personality.
They both do. They both have split personalities. Well, technically, everybody has a split personality in this movie because nobody's directed very well, so everybody just says what the fuck they want.
One personality is exposition, the other is murder.
And then the other is Mark Wahlberg just going, huh?
Why does Mark Wahlberg have a perfect physique, but he looks like me running around in the movie? Like, he looks out of breath and like he runs funny.
Yeah,
I think he just runs funny.
yeah. I don't know. What do you think? What was the overall?
Yeah.
Yeah, overall.
It's weird to me because it's like I feel like the movie. I feel like the movie has like a confidence to it, but it's almost like.
Oh, it's totally unwarranted.
But it's like a faux confidence. It's like the confidence that like a con man might have.
Yes.
When he's like in too deep and doesn't know what he's doing, but he's just doing it anyway.
Yeah.
But the crowd did
Oh, they
feel
loved
the confidence.
They
Yeah.
felt it.
Yeah.
They felt it and they loved it. And
I'm not saying that.
Like at the end when he came out of the debris in the semi truck and everybody clapped, I was like, oh, people were waiting for that. Waiting for the semi truck to come back.
come back.
They're waiting for
Yeah.
action scenes to happen again. Middle drags enormously.
And kids now don't know what Transformers were.
The beginning was kind of fun with all the action and explosions, and then the ending was kind of fun with all the action and stuff. But usually you get more of that in these movies. And
Well,
the
usually
middle
you
was
have-
just a search for the MacGuffin.
Usually you have. I don't know. Never mind. I was gonna say there's gonna be some sort of sense in it, but this is not quite par for the course. This is above average for nonsensical garbage, but even
I don't
for
know.
Transformers.
I feel like there could have been more Transformers. In it.
Well, yeah, there could have been. Well, there could have been more of a few Transformers, not just more
You like
Transformers, because there were enough like random submarine that's supposedly a transformer.
The-
But
the
really,
ra- the
it was just so
submarine.
they could get away.
It was more like a sentient submarine.
right. It was just so they could get away without having a driver to the submarine.
You like
Yeah.
the Suicide Squad moment where they flashed all the names of the villain.
Oh my
It
god.
don't
Yeah.
matter. And
The
then-
intro sequence to the
I remember when they
villains?
all
The
get
green
killed.
one, Onslaught, he gets his head, he gets decapitated like 5 minutes later.
They love to kill those Decepticons.
They all
Very
get killed
quickly.
so
And
fast.
very-
Has Megatron looked the same in all the movies?
No, he looks different.
Does he sound the same?
He's a plane now.
He
too.
sounds very different. Probably because he's very old now.
Oh,
the guy
yeah.
who does his voice. But
Uh,
he sounds.
Cullen. Is that his name?
I don't remember, but he sounds very different.
Megatron sounds totally different.
Yeah. That's it. I don't know. Don't go see it.
Yeah. How long was it?
It's
Was that 3 hours?
with like all the previews and stuff. It's like 3 hours.
God, it was so long.
Excuse me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock. The movie started at 8.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
it's 3 hours of that.
Let's see the other poster.
Oh,
Yeah, we
see
can
that
move
poster real
down
quick. There's
To
another
the not Star Wars poster, the
The Rethink Your
poster.
Heroes
the Battle
poster.
Los Angeles poster.
Actually,
Is that a?
That's
Bumblebee's foot.
Bumblebee's foot. There's arm.
He
or
can like reconnect
something.
himself in this movie or something.
So is that just like a cropped image?
Sure. I mean that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen in the movie.
No,
What?
that's not in the movie.
No.
This sort of suggests that he kills Bumblebee,
This suggests a lot of things.
and that he's still possessed when he does it.
And so
Yeah,
why
it's
did the
alternate ending.
why did the tentacle things just kind of like drag themselves on the earth?
Something about
I don't know.
There wasn't like any suction going on.
Scoop or something. It kind of reminded me of Independence Day too. What they were doing there.
Yeah, but Independence Day was destroying entire cities. You know, I think when Cybertron fell into the Earth, there wasn't really much impact. You see it from space. There seems to be these flames.
They just kind of like
gushing out
plopped.
of the Earth. But when you actually go back and see it, they haven't done any damage at all. And it's only later when they start actually knocking into cities with any damage. So this actually is not so bad. You know, there's been worse disasters for Earth. Cybertron falling on top of it.
that's now connected to it, I guess.
I also have to say too something that
Earth
I
and
noticed
Cybertron are connected now.
is that the entire movie we're constantly being told that the world is ending, but it really doesn't seem like anyone knows or cares or realizes it until like the last 30 minutes.
NASA sure doesn't care. There's like one guy at NASA that cares.
Yeah, and he's the idiot.
Yeah.
Well, Eric, you want to say your closing piece?
Maybe the point is that Michael Bay is trying to tell us to not care too much.
Well, Optimus explains the point at the end.
Yeah.
It's still a something about protecting the Earth. But most planets now?
Anthony Hopkins explains a lot in the middle of the movie.
No.
He's talking for a long time
In the
when
middle?
they're in his house, I guess. And he's doing the whole Merlin spiel.
The middle of the movie is so much of just a huge. Let me tell you everything that was going on.
I would say it's the entire first hour. There's exposition spliced in just about every other scene. But every other scene after that is action. So it's still working for first 20 minutes,
going.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
But then it becomes more running from cars chasing
a lot
you.
of car
or-
chasing from A to B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually, your eyes get tired.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
this will rethink your heroes.
Rethink your heroes, everybody.